Hello and welcome to episode 14 of SITREP Happy Hour, the show where we sit down and talk about whatever the hell we want on a bi-weekly basis. This week, I'm joined by the very, very sleepy Roberto.
Hello.
Are you okay, Rob? Are you going to make it through the end of this episode?
Oh, I might fall asleep.
You two look pretty tired. And we also have up in tier 3, it's Luke.
Hi.
Hi, Luke.
How's tier 2 life, you bunch of pricks?
Good. It's good.
Have you been to the pub yet?
No, they're not.
Oh yes, we're not in tier 3 and 2 yet. Why did you confuse me already? I'm not in tier 3. We're all in lockdown, motherfucker.
We did it. And as always, welcome back, Brad. Glad you could make it.
Hello.
It's nice to see you have what's that? A PlayStation controller on your settee this week?
Oh yeah, that's a PS4 though.
It's just been disowned, doesn't it? It's just like, you can fuck off.
Yeah.
You've been replaced.
It's trade-in time. We play weekly. Guess what's on Brad's sofa this week? It's a Tesco's bag.
What's in the Tesco's bag, Brad?
It is a
satchel full
jacket
of dildos.
And our football team's club's jacket that we have to wear on match days. And a bin bag for if it pisses down with rain, so I can sit on it in my car. So nothing exciting.
Okay.
And it's me. Go. I'm joining you. It's Michael. I don't know why I said like that. Michael Kane. What are we drinking this week, boys? Roberto, what is keeping you alive on this week's episode?
Another bottle of red. Yeah.
Another bottle of red. Do we have a description for said bottle?
This isn't going to be entertaining. It's no, maybe it is. A Nottage Hill Merlot from Hardy's. Nice.
So epic review. Thank you very much, Rob. Over to Brad. Have we got something different this week, Luke?
We do have something different.
Do you want to show Luke what you've got without actually showing him like what you did? What is it, Luke?
That's Cobra.
It is Cobra.
It's Cobra.
I got some Cobra. I have a bottle of Cobra, and then when I finish that, I've got a can of Thatcher's Haze. There is no soul in this house.
I've got a bottle of Cobra just to show off, and then I've got soul.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
When I bought them, they were still on the 3 for $21 offer. I was like, I can't do it again.
Luke,
hi.
You lovely person. What are you drinking this week?
Cloudy Strongbow.
Cloudy Strongbow. How big is that glass?
It's not a glass.
Where did you steal it from?
It's a vase, and I would rather not answer that other question.
What are you drinking?
I don't know what are you drinking? Luke drinks Strongbow.
What are you drinking?
I have already had a can of Monster, which is probably explaining the intro for this episode. I'm getting shaking heads, and I've got 2 lots of Jack Daniels on the go. So
2 lots of Jack Daniels.
Well, yeah.
So he doesn't have to go make another one.
The 2. Otherwise, if I have one.
Wait. What is the second portion of Jack Daniels being served in? Is that a mug?
No, it's a skull glass.
No.
Oh, right. I thought it was just like an orange tea mug. That's brilliant.
I was trying to get the most alcohol in a cup. I was like, what's the biggest thing I've got? Like, apart from the vase, I didn't think that far. I should have done that.
See? Up if thinking, mate.
I probably should have just got a milk bottle and mixed the 2 together. Would have been absolutely fine and left it in the fridge. But yeah. Luke, do you have a question for this week's show?
I do. I got off my arse and did some research this week, so I have a question. I know everybody really, really missed it last time. Can any of you fine people, either here or in Listenerland, tell me who the first person to win a Best Actor Oscar for a Steven Spielberg movie was? I bet you can't.
Is it the shark?
Is it Bruce?
Bruce? No, it was not the shark from Jaws.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. But what was it?
Steven Spielberg movie.
What did you just say?
Steven. Can't
like
talk today. All right.
I feel like
this
it's
is going to
Tom
happen a
Hanks.
lot.
But I don't know.
What was the question?
Who was the first actor to win a Best Actor award at the Oscars for a Steven Spielberg movie, or for starring in a Steven Spielberg movie? And no, it wasn't Tom Hanks either.
Can animatronics win Best Actor films? Best Actor?
It wasn't the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. Nor was it the shark from Jaws.
I was thinking E.T.
I was going to say, was Rob about to say the shark from Jaws? And we already did that.
No,
but
E.T.
he said E.T.
Nor was it E.T.
Okay.
Is it Liam Neeson?
No.
I feel like we could just sit and keep guessing names.
There's 35 minutes of guessing. I was trying to think.
Move on.
I was thinking Schindler's List, but I can't remember if that won any Academy Awards or not.
It probably did, I would think.
Anyway, we'll save it for the end of the podcast. What's everybody been up to? Because we haven't really been playing games together or anything, have we, recently? Well, I suppose me and Rob kind of have, but then Rob's been busy doing other stuff. Luke, what have you been up to over the last couple of weeks?
Not going to the pub, that's for fucking sure.
Well,
I miss the pub, man.
Really?
Yeah, I'm getting withdrawal symptoms from being in the pub.
I agree.
I've been all right for most of the year, but it's getting close to Christmas and I really want to go out, and it's my birthday soon and I really, really want to go out and I fucking can't. And it's really started to piss me off. So if people had just behaved themselves in the start instead of like going around licking lampposts and shit, we'd be all right. But no. All these fucking smart asses didn't want to put a fucking face mask on.
I'm sorry, lampposts just taste really nice.
I've seen you lick a lamppost, Rob. It's fine.
Yeah. I see you doing some weird shit. I swear there's a photo somewhere. Anyway, yeah.
Anyway. No, I'm all right, mate. I'm all right, thank you. Just, yeah, sick of the same four walls.
Are you back on Tarkov now?
Yes.
I know you didn't really leave, but
I never left. I just dialed it back a bit because it's kind of tough on mental health, that game.
yeah,
it's quite punishing. So, yeah.
Getting beat down constantly in that game is kind of punishing.
Yeah. I'm still enjoying it, but I dialed it back so that I wasn't really playing it in the week when I was tired from work, because that's a recipe for losing anyway. So then I only played it at the weekends, but I had a couple of nights playing it in the week just gone. So I think a break did me good.
Any TV films of note?
No, I've almost through Vikings because I stopped watching that originally. So really? I just thought, fuck it, I'll go back to watching it, and I'm just about to start season 5.
I think I got to about season 3 and stopped after some weird shit started going on with Ragnar.
Yeah, I stopped at the start of season 4 the first time around. But this was before we met, I think.
Yeah,
it was a long time ago. So that show's been around for quite a while, hasn't it? But film wise, I've just been rewatching old ones. I watched Safe House again last night. Ryan Reynolds and Denzel Washington.
That is a really good film.
It is a good film. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Who should we go to next? Brad. I'm kind of scared because I know you've had some bad luck of late. What have you been up to over the last couple of weeks, Brad?
Watched season 1 of The Mandolorian. That's really good. So we finished that now. We haven't started season 2 yet, but it's really, really good.
Will you kind of leave Mandalorian? I don't know about you. I know Luke's not watched it, but to me, The Mandalorian at the minute, it's nice to watch Star Wars that everybody loves. I don't know a person that doesn't like. You might have slight issues with it, but overall, as a series, it's really fucking good, and it's nice to kind of have fans just enjoy something that is Star Wars based, that isn't splitting the fan base, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I think I think Rob said it last time. I don't think you have to be a Star Wars fan to watch it. It's just a good show.
Just good TV.
Like each episode's just a good 40 minutes of here's the story for this episode. It happens and it might contribute something to the overall season, but it's just a good 40-minute episode every one.
And there's a lot of
really enjoyed that.
There's a lot of world building in it as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
I would say anyway. Because it's set 5 years after the Return of the Jedi.
Yes.
So it's in like that kind of unknown territory. You know, there's still kind of people out there from the original trilogy and stuff like that, but then it's just kind of doing its own thing. I don't know. I watched chapter 13, should I say, yesterday. Dude, it's so fucking good. Rob,
I started watching chapter 13, realized that the last episode watched.
Spoiler! Don't be careful with spoilers, mind.
No, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I realized because they do like a previously on Mandolorian, and I realized that at that point I had actually missed an episode.
Oh,
because I was like, why did this happen? And I went back through. I was like, oh, I missed episode 3 for the second season. So I was like, I went back and watched that, and then I watched. So I watched 2 episodes today.
Oh, well, you had a good hour and a half or hour 20 of freaking Star Wars today.
Yeah.
That's like right. But that episode 3 of the second season, that there's a bit with speeders and a certain vehicle and stuff like that. I'm trying not to spoil it. It's like watching a film.
Speeders.
Speeder bikes.
You're not talking about episode 4?
No. There's only 4 episodes at the minute.
No, 5. 5 was this
No,
week.
it's 5.
Isn't it? Oh, okay.
You're thinking about last week's episode. I think I know what you're on about.
How did you miss an episode?
I have
then?
no idea. I was just like, it was.
So you watched 1, 2, missed 3, then watched 4, then watched 5.
Yeah.
And then
No, I watched 4, and then I started watching 5 and realized I missed 3, so I watched 3 and then I watched 5. So I watched 1, 2, 4, 3, and then 5.
All right, okay, fair enough.
But it didn't make it.
The film order you're supposed to.
But
do.
3 was like a self-contained episode until you see this cutback. So it's fine.
Yeah. Thoughts on episode 5?
Yeah, I can't really say anything without spoiling it.
Is it?
There are ties to another Star Wars TV show.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
All I can say is, all hail Dave Filoni, because he directed that episode. He's
Casting's
that
really
episode.
good as well.
The casting's really good. Dude, I'm trying not to spoil it because I know people out there haven't seen it yet. I know Brad's not seen it. I know Luke doesn't give a fuck. I'm sorry, Luke. I know it's Star Wars. I know you kind of like Star Wars though.
Yeah, I've never said I don't not like Star Wars. I just don't have a Disney Plus account.
You can borrow Rob's.
I'll ask Alex. He bought something on my son. He bought something on Fortnite and he got 2 months free. So I'll see if I can blag the code for you.
Okay, I mean it's fine. I'm not desperate to watch it, but thank you.
I'll be honest, Brad. I can't wait for you to watch episode 5. It's everything. The only thing, there's just no bullshit with that episode, does it, Rob? It's straight in, does what it needs to. It's got throwbacks to like old school fucking Star Wars, and without having boring shit in there. I would say you need to watch it, unless you're waiting for the season to finish. I don't know.
No, we're going to start it next week probably.
You got three episodes left, Rob, I think.
I don't know.
Cool.
I was trying not to.
Anyway,
anyway.
We also watched the new Mulan last night.
Did you?
Yeah, it was actually quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was weird watching a classic Disney film with no songs in it because there's no singing or like
Matata.
Musical numbers. Yeah, there's none of that. But like a lot of the action was pretty good for like
Is it effectively a war
a
film?
child film. Yeah, pretty much.
For a Disney film, that's pretty good going.
Yeah, like it's a bit. I don't know the right word. Like they're
gory.
The characters are a bit dumb, a bit
gory.
Gory, yeah, definitely. Yeah, heads are rolling.
Well,
There's blood everywhere.
That episode of Star Wars, dude, was pretty fucking brutal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was all right. We quite enjoyed it. So now on to the main event of what I've been up to.
I've been waiting for this.
As you all know, I pre-ordered a PS5.
How
and-
excited were you for your PlayStation 5?
Oh yeah, I was excited. I've had every PlayStation. I've pretty much 3, 4, and now 5 I've had at launch. I can't remember 1 and 2. I got them pretty early on as well. So I ordered it from Game, which is a UK-based. It's just UK store at Game. Yeah. Went and got it. No queue, so I literally strolled up, picked up my bag, went home, set it all up, all the software update and everything. Everything was great. Put in Spider-Man. Played about half an hour, and an error message comes up saying the application has crashed. And then my console shut down and never turned back on. And I was not happy.
At what point did you cry?
When I tried to power it back up and it just turned back off straight away. Like, you know, when your heart just sinks when something happens. It did it, and I was just like, that's probably not good.
The amazing thing is, right, I've had 2 people come up to me at work and being like, "Have you heard about Brad's PlayStation?" I'm like, "How the fuck did they know about it? Did you tell everybody at work?" Because I was like,
Well, so a bit of karma for me. I don't know if you know Tom. Rob, you probably remember Tom, don't you?
Yeah.
Tom Burt. Do you know Mike? I don't know if you know him. He got one, and his was being delivered, and he had a message saying it wasn't turning up until the Friday. So he was really pissed off. So all the other lot were like, "Send us a picture with your PlayStation so we can send it to him."
Oh no!
Then he got his Friday, and mine was fucked.
but it's apparently quite a few people took it off at work that day, didn't they? It was like 8.
There's 2 or 3 others, yeah.
Yeah.
So I spent an hour on hold to support for them to tell me to try unplugging it and plugging it back in, and I was like, "Fuck it, I fucking tried all of that. Thank you."
Did you make it aware that you were a test, like a test technician?
Excuse me, sir.
I know what I'm doing.
So yeah, I had to send it off, and they replaced it. But to be fair, they returned it in 5 days, so I had it yesterday, and this one's still working. Spider-Man's really good.
You've got a completely brand new console now, haven't you? Because I think you checked the serial numbers and all the rest of it, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a different console.
Nice.
So I did, because our mate Jake, he was like, "Oh, I hope this one crashes as well."
Wow.
So
nice
to that
of
I
him.
said, "Just think, Jake, I've owned 2 different consoles before you've even got one."
Has he not got one then?
No, he didn't get it.
Was he trying to get a pre-order day? Was he on launch day?
No, he was at work, so he couldn't go down to the store or anything, or get on and try and get on. But he does want one. But yes, but I've played about 4 hours of Spider-Man, maybe. It's really good. I haven't tried. I've just left it on the higher graphics setting. I haven't tried the 60 FPS mode yet. I'm going to give it a go tomorrow, I think.
You're scared it might cook some PlayStation.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck with anything.
I'd be a bit scared because I've heard a lot of problems. Apparently, they don't have any like thermal material on top of the freaking RAM chips. I'm like, what? This, you know, the thermal pads, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
You used to get on like the old on PlayStation 3, I think it was. Pretty sure on
Yeah,
PlayStation 3
you could reflow it when it burnt, couldn't you?
Yeah, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. They haven't got anything like that. But it's just crazy to think because they've got that huge ass fan and the size of it, and it's still got heating problems. It's a bit. I don't know. Put it this way, I don't think I'm in too much of a rush to get one after that. Because I don't think you.
I think they use
won't be
liquid
any-
metal rather than thermal paste, though. So that's like really good.
No, they
I
had.
was going to say, it doesn't seem to get as hot as the PS4.
No.
No.
Mine sounds like a rocket now. I turn it on when I turn it on. But yeah. You've had a busy couple of weeks.
There was the story. Yeah, it's been fun. Oh yeah, the when I phoned them the first time, they said they'd email to let me know how I send it back, and I never got an email like for another like 24 hours. So I phoned them again on hold for 3 hours. 3 fucking hours. And do you know what they did? They put a 1 instead of a 9 in my email address.
Oh.
Fucking assholes.
So you spent a total of what, like 4 or 5 hours on hold?
Yeah. Fun couple of days that I took off.
Wait, so you spent more time on hold to PlayStation than you have done playing your PlayStation?
Yes.
That's fantastic.
300% more time.
Oh.
Anyway, I've probably talked enough. So, Mike, what have you been up to?
Oh god, what have I been up to? Not a lot. I've just kind of been getting ready for Christmas. I've got a shed. That's about the most amazing thing that's gone on in my life today.
Those two sentences don't go together.
What, shed and amazing?
No, that's words. I said sentences. I've been getting ready for Christmas. I've got a shed.
It's his
Yeah,
Christmas
Exactly
shed.
what you just said.
Christmas shed.
He's going to make it into Santa's grotto.
No, I've got to make space in my house with more shit. So I was like, well, where's the best place to put it? In a shed. No, I've been waiting like 7 months for a shed to turn up, and it finally arrived, and all the rest of it's here. No, apart from that, not a lot. I mean, we can't really go anywhere. We're still in lockdown. Thanks, rest of the UK. Damn you, Luke.
Not my fault. I barely leave my house.
I mean, who's in tier 3? Who's in tier 2? I mean,
wow. Okay.
I told you, stay above the wall. Apart from that, obviously Mandalorian. It's nice to be watching the Mandalorian and just talking about. It's like the water cooler freaking topic at the minute. You know, you talk to people. Well, it's like, oh, did you watch that the weekend? Before it was like The Boys. I know Chuck's been watching The Boys. He messaged me over the last week. He's just finished season 1, I think. And I've been watching The Queen's Gambit. I don't know if any of you.
Is that the chess one?
Yes, it's really good. It's yeah. I don't know if any of you would like it. But Anna Taylor-Joy is really good in it. She's been in stuff like Split and the sequel to Unbreakable. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. And she was in New Mutants because I watched that as well, and I didn't think that was as bad as people made out. It's all right. Apart from that, I finally finished Cobra Kai. Season 2 is done. It's fucking good. I know Rob hates it, but please go watch it. It's so fucking good. The soundtrack's good. The acting's
Terrible.
as good as it's gonna get. But if you liked the Karate Kid films growing up, then it's like the R-rated version. It's literally like what 15, 18, something like that on Netflix. It's really good. And you've got like Kreese's back from Cobra Kai and everything. It's really good. I hate you guys. It's good. Well, like no one
I'm allowed to disagree, all right?
But no one else has watched it. Brad's never going to get a chance to watch it. Luke is not watching TV. He's just in Russia, and
I've watched a lot of TV. I'm just not going to watch that shit.
Yeah, that's it. Really, not a lot. Just playing Destiny with Rob on and off. Rob, what have you been up to? I think it's about time we talked to you. Are you allowed to be with us tonight since we actually moved the podcast a whole fucking day for your sweet ass?
I did a raid last night.
Did you do it? Did you finish it?
Yeah, I've done the raid 4
Every
times
night this
this week. Yeah, I've done it.
All right,
okay.
What a fucking guess. Okay, so Rob, take us back to what?
Last Saturday.
Yeah, a week ago. What happened last Saturday, Rob?
I raided for 12 hours straight with a bunch of amazing gentlemen we decided at the hour of about 5:30. We were like, yeah, we should probably go to bed and come back with fresh eyes, because it was basically when Destiny bring out a raid now, they enforce for 24 hours. They enforce contest mode, which means you are 30 light levels below what the raid is, so it's very difficult. Yeah, so, and we went in completely blind. We didn't know how to do any of the encounters, and we got to where we got stuck where everyone else got stuck, which was the second encounter. It was basically like a DPS check. But it's not. It reminds me of Boomer in the way of the fact that it's not a DPS check when you just stand there and shoot a boss. You shoot a boss several times, and if you don't do enough damage at the end of it, then you wipe.
You wipe. Yeah. And that must be painful doing that.
We got really close to doing it. We got to like the last stand because the boss has got a health and then another segment at the end. We got to that part a couple of times before we decided to go to bed, and I wanted to keep going, but yeah, we were just. It was getting harder and harder to get to that point because we were all just getting tired and making mistakes. And if anyone died because it was contest mode, it would just make it really difficult. So yeah, we gave up. We then went to bed. We started again about 11 o'clock. We went for another 5 hours. So we were raiding for 17 hours altogether.
Jesus.
And we didn't finish the raid in the first 24 hours. But then the day after we finished it. But we
Congratulations on finishing the raid.
Yeah, we did it completely blind. No one knew what we were doing. All the encounters was done without us like Googling it or like watching anyone else. We all did it completely legit. It was an experience.
Were you feeling good at 17 hours in?
Are you feeling good now? Because you feel like
I've done the raid 5 times now. And yeah, it's probably one of the most. It's because the contest mode made it difficult, but now it's quite easy to do. But it's still mechanical heavy. So it's still really fun to do. But a lot of people are saying it's really easy because once you've got the mechanics down and you're in a team that know what they're doing, it's a piece of piss. But yeah,
we had
really
we had
fun.
a stab at the Taken King one blind, didn't we?
Yeah,
but only for like 5 hours, maybe, not 17 hours.
But we had in the clan we had 4 teams going in blind, starting at 6 o'clock. And I think one team finished about 1, and then another team finished around the same time we did, but just completely gave up. I think some friendships were broken. Yeah.
That's the deal with raids, though, isn't it? At the end of the day, they are brutal, and you've got to communicate and stuff like that, and it's very, very difficult. You know, everyone's got to be pulling their weight. But that's the thing with Destiny raids. They are pretty, you know.
Well, that's the first time I've done like a Destiny raid. We did it with the Division raid, didn't we? We went in blind and but that took us like 10 days to finish, didn't it?
Yeah, but how many people did we go through trying to complete that Division raid?
That wasn't a set team, was it?
No, but the team that we finished it with at the end was like the one we were like, we need to do the raid again, and I don't know, it's just kind of trying to find that raid team again.
Was just 8-man team is a hard thing to.
Destiny raid's a 6-man.
Yeah, so it's easier to find a group.
Yeah, it's still difficult though, isn't it?
But for our clan to have 4 teams going in blind was like, yeah, I think that's really good.
Well done to everyone who tried to do it in the clan, because I'm in that clan as well. But I look, I'm going to be honest, I have no idea how you got raid ready, because I'm not. I think I've only just got to 12:30 this week, let alone.
Yeah, we were raiding with someone yesterday. He was like, "How the hell are you so high?" And it's like, "But you've only, like as said, have you got 1 or 3 characters?" And he's like, 1, and I'm pretty sure you're only using 1, aren't you, Mike?
Yeah, yeah, but I haven't
that's
got
it.
time to do anything else. You know, I can't do a couple of hours and then that's it, sort of thing. I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, it is just putting time into it as well.
Did you see your family at all last weekend? Sorry, just out of 17.
Briefly, yeah.
Briefly. You said, Daddy's not here
Well, no,
right now.
because Saturday was like we started at 6 o'clock, so the kids were going to bed like an hour after that. So spent the whole day with
What
them.
time did you get up Saturday? Because I know you said you were going to stay in bed as late as you
No,
could.
well,
Didn't happen,
did it? What was it? I got out of bed on the Sunday about 10 o'clock. So I went to bed at 5:30. I was running on 3 hours sleep, basically. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on from that because we've got about half hour left, I think. Getting the nod from Brad. Okay, so down to movie, TV, game news, or whatever whatever you guys want to talk about this week. Not a lot. It's kind of we're winding down on the lead up to Christmas, isn't it? Everything plus obviously the whole state of the world with COVID and all the rest of it is everything's being pushed till next year. There's no films or anything, but stuff's kind of in production and all the rest of it. A couple of weird things have been happening in the world though. Ryan Reynolds and I believe Rob, I don't know if anyone else wants to try and say it, Michelini from Always Sunny in Philadelphia fame have kind of bought a football club / put money into a football club. Have either of you guys heard about this? Luke, Brad?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if it does stem from this tweet that you got like 8 years ago about coming to Wrexham or something. I have no idea. There was a whole thing about it when it sort of like the rumor sort of started that it was because of some tweet he got about
Who's
going
that?
to
Ryan
Wrexham.
Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. Sorry, yeah.
I think the weirdest thing put out by this was, I don't know if anyone saw it, but they put out like a mini trailer to be like, yes, we've invested like 2-3 million into Wrexham, and now they were talking about Ifa Williams trailers. I don't know if you know what Ifa Williams trailers are, but if you're in Dorset down by me and Rob and Brad, it's Farming Central down here. You would have heard of that company, and obviously over in Wales?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're a Welsh team, but they play in the English leagues.
I have no idea. I don't know football
for some reason.
Yeah, so I'll lean on you guys for that. But yeah, it's fucking weird that these guys have put money into Wrexham. But then I suppose it's a good thing. Any thoughts from football spokespeople on the podcast?
No.
No, because I don't fully understand why they've done it. I knew that they'd done it, and I knew the rumors that they were going to do it were quite legit rumors. But I've absolutely no idea why 2 Hollywood stars would want to invest in a lowly Welsh football team. It's not like they've invested in like Man United or Liverpool or whoever, like really famous Premier League teams. It's like Wrexham. Like, who the fuck buys a Welsh football team? But whatever.
It's really weird.
Ryan Reynolds and Robert Cady. But it is kind of like a Ryan Reynolds thing to do, though, isn't it? If you're being honest, I don't know. But the fact that he's done it joint with the guy from Always Sunny in Philly, and I know I don't think any of you 3 have watched Always Sunny in Philly, but it is a really fucking good TV show. I don't know if any of our listeners have watched it, but it's definitely
better or worse than Cobra Kai.
It's better. That's difficult. That's difficult because I like them both, so I'm kind of biased.
Can we not make Cobra Kai a new yardstick, please? It's going to be annoying.
Oh,
Always Sunny's better than the old guard, put it that way. But they're both on Netflix, so I'm kind of biased. I still want you guys to watch it. I think you'd really like it.
God, I've seen it.
Brad,
It's great.
Huh?
Oh God, I've seen it. It's great.
Yeah, I
No,
enjoyed
not
the old guard too.
Oh God, Always Sunny in Philly. I know, Brad, you're trying to get round to The Office. I don't know if you'd actually get around to watching Always Sunny in Philly, but I do think you'd enjoy it. It'd be like a whole
I've heard it's good from like other people as well, but
Danny DeVito's in like the later seasons as well. It was like their dad, and yeah, that's good. Danny DeVito is still pretty fucking funny, but some of the shit they get him doing is like jackass style shit. Yeah, kind of moving on from that. Deadpool 3 is a go, obviously, with Ryan Reynolds buying Wrexham. Then what else is he gonna do? He's gonna push on with Deadpool 3, which is now part of the MCU. And apparently the writers behind Bob's Burgers are writing the script at the minute.
is it still going to be R-rated?
From what I haven't watched Bob's Burgers. Has anybody watched Bob's Burgers before?
R-rated Bob's
I watch my
Burgers.
burgers every time I cook them.
Bob's Burgers.
Jesus.
I haven't seen it, but I'm guessing it's a adult animation kind of thing. I haven't seen it.
Yes,
No
it
idea.
is.
No, nor have I.
But I think it's going to be nice to get a different set of eyes on the script this time around, because I think obviously Deadpool 1 was really good. I don't know what you guys think of Deadpool 2, but it's a bit more formulaic than the first one.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't as good, I don't think.
All right, I think Josh Brolin was really good in that role,
Yeah,
and I'd like
he
him to
was.
come back, but I think they need some fresh input on that.
Do we think he'll make some reference to buying a football team?
I don't know, but do you think he's going to have some reference?
Like at some point he'll have a Wrexham shirt on or something?
For no reason at all. Actually, that'd be a hell of a good if he did.
It would be good.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Fucking. I don't know. I feel like they need to go R-rated. I want to see Deadpool 3 happen. It's been way too long. This thing should have already happened by now. And if it's took this long to happen, then it means that they must be connecting it to the MCU somehow. My question to you guys is, would you want Hugh Jackman to come up for one last showdown with Deadpool in this film?
Yes.
Luke, Rob? As Wolverine. Or even as himself. I think they'd have to have a cameo.
I think you should. I would like to see it.
If they did it right, then yes. If they just did it so that we finally got Wolverine in it, then no. I'm sure they'd make it funny though. So
Just come in and slice his head off.
Yeah, they could kill him in that. Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. Even I suppose technically, are we on about Wolverine?
Yeah,
I suppose
like,
technically
yeah.
he's dead, isn't he? But
Is he?
But then anything can
in
happen.
Logan, but it depends. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, this is it. You've got Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness. So that means anything's open. And plus, it's Deadpool.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Oh,
got
is this
the
where they
time.
retcon the whole MCU and everyone's back alive again?
Fuck you.
But they
Fox.
look different because they've been recasted.
Well, there's rumors like Tom Cruise and that are going to turn up as like freaking Iron Man. Iron Man in Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, which is being directed by Sam Raimi, which is insane. The fact that Sam Raimi, the guy behind obviously the Spider-Man trilogy, is coming back to direct a Doctor Strange film. But there we go. Off the back of that, we have Brad's favorite franchise ever. What franchise is that, Brad?
I assume we're talking about Fantastic Beasts.
Yes, obviously publicity is doing amazing on that at the minute with respect to J.K. Rowling herself and Johnny Depp. Yeah, we're not going to dive too much into that.
What's happening with J.K. Rowling? What have I missed?
Does anyone want to explain what's going on with that, Luke?
J.K. Rowling hates transgender people. Just hates them.
Oh, is this where she was like, oh, like you used to just call it being a woman or something? Is it this thing?
Something
Or whatever she said.
like that. Yeah, she pissed a lot of people off, didn't she?
Yeah. She basically
She seems
Wow.
good at that.
Yeah. I think she said, what was it, trans women weren't women or something like that.
Yeah. It was
I don't think she
something along those
said
lines.
it quite like that, but it
No.
was the way she said whatever she said. But
Yeah. And then obviously the whole
she's
thing
just
between.
desperately trying to stay relevant, and it's just pissing people off.
Yeah. But
She's
and
like,
then
she's like a really famous version of Katie Hopkins, isn't she? Who just
Yeah. Oh god.
spouts shit just to get a name on the internet again for a couple of days, then disappears for a week, then
Surely she
thinks of something
doesn't.
even more outrageous to think of and
Surely
say out
she
loud. And
doesn't need
Have
the
you,
money though.
have you ever seen the Katie Hopkins on This Morning with
No.
Schofield and Holly Willoughby? And she's like banging on about, I hate people who name their babies after geographical locations like Brooklyn and stuff like this. And Philip Schofield's like, your daughter's named India. And she's like, oh, that's different. It's so good.
Wow. How
It's fucking
stupid.
brilliant.
And
I
then
wish I'd seen that.
obviously, you got the J.K. Rowling crap, and then Johnny Depp. I don't even know what's going on there, but I know his case got thrown out by the UK court. He's been basically asked to leave by Warner Brothers to leave the Fantastic Beasts franchise, which he did nicely. And then they've kindly asked Mads Mikkelsen to replace him in the role of Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts 3. I
From
don't know how
Dark, Mads Mikkelsen from Dark.
No, not Mads Mikkelsen. Because we're not allowed to talk about that.
But there is a character called Mads, right?
Yes, Mads, but he kind of looks like Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, he
there's
does.
There's a Mickle, not a Mads, isn't there?
It's in Mads Mikkelsen from Hannibal,
Mickle
Rob.
Mads. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
Or Doctor Strange.
And Doctor
What?
Strange, yeah.
Keeping it in the family. No, it's not the family. That's
No,
Rip.
not even close.
Not even close. But let's be honest, he is a fucking good actor, and I'm gonna be honest. I think it's perfect casting. If they're gonna give him a bit,
if
of
they were
meat
going to
to chew
give
on,
anyone, if they were going to replace with anyone, he seems like a pretty perfect.
he seems like he's pretty perfect. Yeah. He's pretty good in Casino Royale and Hannibal. To be honest, I don't think I've seen him in a bad thing. I don't think he had enough screen time in Doctor Strange, but he was kind of good in that, but kind of looked weird. But I kind of want him. Yeah, I just think he's a good fit. I really do think he's a good fit, and I hope they give him some.
He's a
decent
good bad
material.
guy. He's a good bad guy.
He's going to own it in that role.
Plus, they've got that like Johnny Depp hasn't really been in the other two films, right? He has like they've been like cameos rather than.
Yeah, he was barely in the first one, if at all.
Yeah,
And then
he was in it for like a scene, and then two was a bit more, but.
And then he was in that film that shouldn't exist.
Oh,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, the French
No. I meant Fantastic Beasts too.
Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts.
Oh, Fantissimo.
Is the Flash still in Fantastic Beasts?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. He was, spoiler, Dumbledore's brother? Third brother?
Brother or son,
like
yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Brother, isn't it? Yeah.
I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen that.
Okay.
A couple of things left. Meg 2, the shark film with the megalodon with the world's best.
Wow.
Jason Statham.
Spit it out.
What a great sentence that was.
The best.
You should do movie trailers, dude. That was really good.
Definitely not. Jason Statham is going to be a marine biologist in the sequel to the Meg, which made a lot of money. And it's Ben Wheatley. So it's kind of weird that Ben Wheatley is taken over from this. If you don't know who Ben Wheatley is, he directed Free Fire. If anybody has seen it.
Still clueless.
Still close. No one's seen it with Brie Larson and District 9 dude and Army Hammer and all the rest of it.
Shalko
Copley. He does like didn't Ben Wheatley do Attack on the Block or something? Or was that something?
Is Free Fire the one where they were just in like a warehouse?
Yeah, it's the
Oh, I have
was it
seen
Res-
that film. That's great. That
Yeah.
film.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Reservoir Dogs, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's like
Yeah.
like a drug. Is it drugs? Something to do with drugs? They're like trying to do a
Guns.
deal,
Guns.
a gun deal, and it goes wrong, and it just turns into like a Mexican standoff, and everyone's just like shooting each other.
Yeah.
Sharpay probably gets shot in the leg, and it's really entertaining.
It's
So
funny.
based on those two films, is the Meg just going to be in a big tank with people in with him?
If he brings his sense of humor, then it's going to be good.
I still want to do a special episode on the Meg, but I know you guys aren't probably up to it.
I haven't seen it.
What's there to talk
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, you can't just do a special episode on one movie.
Oh, there's a
Because of
shark.
how
Oh, wait, there's
terrible it
another
is.
bigger shark.
I
Spoilers.
think Brad would understand. I feel like Brad would understand because there are several parts in that film that are absolutely terrible, and I don't know if it's for comedic value or.
Do you
if they're
mean
just
like a we just talk over a film while we're watching it sort of thing?
No, that would be terrible. 'cause
Commentary.
Why would we ever Why would we ever do that? That would be terrible.
We've done it before in the past.
I know exactly. That's
We
why I
just picked
said
a
it.
bad film to do it.
Yeah, we did. Maybe the Meg would be a better film to do it.
What film did you pick?
A
Blazing
comedy.
Saddles.
Oh,
It's probably not the best film for anybody to do that hasn't seen that film before.
We were just like silent, just laughing and like in astonishment as well, like of how racist it is. But like, I reckon if we were to do something like that, it needs to be a serious film that we take the piss out of. That would make it funny.
Or if it's a film that thinks it's serious but is so bad that it's funny.
Yeah, like The Meg.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah. Is it a serious film or is it a comedy?
It's definitely serious.
Okay.
There's a lot of Chinese money in that film.
I don't know what that means. but-
You can tell it's backed by Chinese money, dude. You just watch that film.
Yeah, might watch it again. I definitely want to watch it again, and I think Brad should watch it because I think you're gonna love the fact that Jason Statham. I don't understand. I mean, he's wearing a fucking turtleneck through that film. There's so many
Yeah.
things you could talk.
That is standard marine biologist attire.
Turtleneck.
Yeah.
He outs. This is it.
Of all
I think
the
we could
things
talk
wrong
about-
with the Meg, you pick on his fucking clothes.
He's going
What
for
the
the
fuck?
Steve Jobs look.
Yes,
Oh,
marine biologist. Anyway, let's move on to
Oh
something that
my
I've
God.
seen a lot of recently. I've been watching the Ninja Turtles films again, and not just the new Michael Bay ones. But I've been back watching the 1990 ones, the very weird 1990 ones. Yes,
Pizza.
Robert.
Sorry.
I made it funny.
I was channeling my inner Splinter.
Splinter. Yeah, apparently the producer of the original two Turtles films is trying to get a sequel made. I feel like that wouldn't work now. I don't know. I kind of want to see
Full
it. but I don't.
animatronic.
Jim Henson puppets and everything. Would you watch
Why?
it, Rob?
Yeah. I think animatronics is, if it's done well, better than CGI.
Mandalorian. It works.
Jurassic Park.
It works. And you haven't got that weird. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Jurassic World because that weird color scheme that they've got in that is just makes the CGI stand out so much. It's like this weird greeny blue freaking color wash on it. Luke,
I watched like a. Sorry, just quickly. I
No,
watched there was like a breakdown thing of. I can't remember what it was, but it showed like the actors for Jurassic World that have to like react to nothing versus the kids from Jurassic Park who have got an actual
yeah,
dinosaur in their face. So it just, I don't know, it feels more real,
yeah, because
which I guess it would because there's an actual animatronic.
Well, it's not
dinosaur
just that;
there,
it's
but-
like X amount of pressure, like because is that on the scene? I assume with the car upside down or the plastic roof. barricades?
No, it's where the Velociraptors were in the kitchen when they're
Mm.
like sneaking around the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, yeah. Sorry, go on.
Luke, do you want to see a sequel to the 1990s films, title films? Were you even a fan of the originals?
I don't think I've seen the original movies. I was a massive fan of the Turtles when I was a child.
Never
Like
seen.
I don't remember seeing the. I mean, I may have done. I just can't remember seeing the original Turtles movies. I've seen the ones with the Michael Bay ones that you mentioned with what's her face in it from Transformers.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox, thank you. But yeah, I can't remember the original ones.
The first one's quite dark, and they use weapons and all the rest. They're pretty much the same film. And then the second one, there's a whole scene because obviously the first one came out, and then the cartoon hit pretty big, and then the second one came out, and there's literally they just use like food, anything but weapons in that second film. You look at the intro, like all you need to do is watch 5 minutes of it, and it's basically a kids' film.
Isn't the first one quite brutal?
Yeah, fucking Casey Jones crushes Shredder in a fucking
Yeah.
garbage disposal van.
I remember that film being good, but I haven't watched it since I was a kid. And I remember loving the cartoon. I don't remember much of the sequel. Is that the one with the rap at the end in the warehouse or something?
Yeah, and Shredder
Yeah.
gets huge at the end of it as well.
Yeah. Who's the famous Ice? No.
Yeah, Vanilla Ice did the soundtrack for the
Is it?
second one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's in the film, like, for a little bit as well.
yeah, they do a whole ninja rap.
Yeah.
Not that I've seen it recently.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, you have. Don't lie.
yeah.
Did you watch the third one recently where they all go back in time using a lantern?
Nope.
A lantern.
Nope. We don't watch that.
Why?
don't-
It's,
we don't
it's,
talk about that.
unspoken.
Is that the one where they go to Japan or something?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
go back to Asian.
Careful.
I can't talk today. Ancient Japan, and like they
Asian
fucking-
Japan.
Asian ancient Japan, and they basically like get what 4 Japanese warriors and replace them with the turtles, and they kind of like swap over in time.
Yeah, this. Yeah.
Pretty weird. And then there's even more after that. It's kind of like Home Alone. After 2, you just stop.
There isn't more after that.
What, Home
That's
Alone?
it. No, I mean Teenage Mutant Ninja
Yeah,
Turtle
no, you-
films.
You're right.
Oh,
There's only 2
no.
Home Alones.
No,
Have
there's.
you ever watched 3 and 4? Home Alone.
I've
I
seen
watched-
3.
I watched 3 and wanted to pull my eyes out.
Isn't it
3
it's the kid
It's
from.
miles better than 4. 4 is so bad.
Is 3 the kid from like Liar Liar? Or am I dreaming?
Yes,
can't
it is.
remember.
It's the kid from Liar Liar. Yeah.
But
It's
3
not
is
good.
still like set in a house with traps and that, isn't it? 4 is just in like a restaurant or something. It's ridiculous.
Is it?
It's
How is that
awful.
Home Alone?
Well,
So bad.
good news for you, Rob. On your Disney Plus account, they've just added them to Disney Plus, so you'll be able to watch them over the Christmas period. I'm gonna watch Home Alone 1 tomorrow because it's Christmas in our house apparently, even though it's not December yet. But there we go.
My brother watched it today.
My
They
kid,
love-
my kids like watching anything Macaulay Culkin in, and they're like, "It's Remy."
Wait, hang on. Your kids like watching anything with Macaulay Culkin in? Didn't he just do Home Alone and Home Alone 2?
No,
and
he did.
Richie
Uncle
Rich,
Buck.
I'm
Uncle
Uncle Buck
joking.
is awesome.
Richie Rich as well. They watched that recently. That's been on Netflix recently. Where he's like a rich kid
Yeah.
called Rich.
You must have watched Uncle Buck.
I've seen Uncle
Yes,
Buck.
I was joking. I know he'd done
Oh.
other movies.
Didn't you do that before?
Well, it's hard to tell when you're such a bitch.
Dick.
Didn't he do Uncle Buck before Home Alone? Pretty sure he did.
I couldn't tell you that.
It's a very similar time, isn't it? So
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
just
sure.
Why not? Yeah.
John Candy. Did John
rest in
Candy?
peace.
Yeah,
it's John Candy.
he was a good actor.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Good film. And that's it, really. I think the last topic was Nicolas Cage battles demonic animatronics in a teaser trailer for Willy's Wonderland, which sounds like Nicolas Cage meets Westworld.
What
Brad?
the fuck did you just say right there?
Nicolas Cage is battling demonic animatronics. So
It,
basically, the itchy and scratchy version of Westworld, the
it
episode
looked like
on
Five Nights at Freddy's, but in
Yeah.
a game, a film. Sorry, it's
there was
literally it's a 15-second teaser. You see an animatronic weasel or something. You see some boobs up close, and then you see some blood and screaming. And
Okay, now I'm interested.
that's now Rob's on board.
it was boobs. What?
The animatronic boobs.
No,
Okay.
well, it could be I suppose,
Potentially.
but- Is that better?
No, I just
I don't know. I'm definitely interested in watching it because
But to be
Okay.
fair, from that 15 seconds, I thought, yeah, I could probably watch that.
I've seen a couple of his horror films that he's done recently, and they're pretty good. Was it Color Out of Space? He goes absolutely fucking nuts in that film. It tends to go nuts in every film that he's been in. There was another one, Mandy, was it? Can't remember, but he's done quite a few. He's kind of
The Knowing,
no,
which was
alright.
quite good until the end.
Yeah, I
The
feel like
Wicker Man. The Wicker Man was in, wasn't it?
I don't know if it's not as good as
Not the
original, though.
bees.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Can we talk about good
Nicholas
Nicolas
Cage.
Cage films?
National Treasure.
No, we were talking about horror stuff.
Yeah,
Darker stuff that he's done.
Sorcerer's Apprentice.
What's the one? Con Air. That's a great film.
That is a great film.
Fucking
That is a
love
great
that
film.
film.
I'd love to see a sequel to that. But
And
yeah,
Steve Buscemi as well.
is anybody interested in seeing Nicolas Cage battle demonic animatronics?
Yes.
Luke,
Maybe.
Rob.
There's boobs. I'm always in.
I'm on board. And finally, the last thing for today's show. It's not long till a certain game comes out, Brad.
Oh yeah, this next time we record, people will have the game. Correct?
If it's
Uh,
released.
Yes, they will, and we might have actually played it a bit.
What game are we talking about, Brad?
Cyberpunk, finally.
Finally.
Assuming it doesn't get delayed again.
Obviously, as you're as you're playing The Witcher at the minute, do you think it'll be well worth the wait when it drops?
If their quest system and everything is as good as The Witcher, then yes.
Yeah.
Are you buying it
Yeah.
on PS5 or PC?
PC.
Just in
Are
case.
you scared it's going to blow your PS5?
Yes. And I think from now on, I'd rather play RPGs on PC.
Yeah.
Or games at least like that. And
Just
it's first
games in
person
general
with-
on a PC, yeah.
it's first person with guns and that, so it definitely will play better. So
How much was that new console that you don't want to play games on? bro?
It's not a console, it's a paperweight. Come on.
I'm gonna get Assassin's Creed on PS5.
That's an RPG.
It's not an FPS RPG.
It's not an
is it?
FPS though.
I play.
Yeah, I agree. FPSs are much better on PC. Mouse keyboard
Yeah.
leans
Yeah.
itself to.
Apart from my middle click doesn't work at the moment. So it's gone again.
Well,
Should have bought a fucking new mouse.
I
when
know I should have
sent you a link.
started
Didn't
working
you?
again.
should have bought one of these, my friend.
A box.
Oh, but
He did.
Oh,
He
did
paid
you see-
500 quid for it.
Did you see? Did you see a lot of people were buying an image of a PlayStation 5 on eBay?
Yeah, for like 700 quid.
Oh my god! How livid would you be when it turned
I
up?
know.
yeah,
It's
but
literally titled as photo of PS5.
I know.
as
So
well,
you
but
have
it's like if
no
you're, like,
fucking
desperate.
leg to stand on, do you? So like,
Mhm.
no,
well,
because
that's
you
what you
got
paid
what you
for.
fucking ordered. What are you gonna do? Go back to fucking PayPal and be like, "Yeah, I didn't get what I ordered." Well, technically, you did.
I wish people like just were not so desperate to get it that they could let these people spend $2,000 and then have 4 consoles that they can't sell.
Yeah,
That would make me happy.
I feel like I'm overcharging people when I'm trying to sell my PlayStation 3 for like 15 quid at the minute. But I've had about 10, 20 messages over the last 2 days. I'm like, I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna buy it, and then that's freaking being sold. Yeah, I can't
You
get
could
rid
get
of
more than 15 quid, I reckon.
Yeah, I can't be fucking. It's just slightly damaged on the corner. Otherwise, it would have gone to a CX. Sex? Well, I don't know what the fuck they're called. Anyway,
It's definitely not called sex.
It's CX.
well, they call it something different on the freaking advert. It's not CX. Kex.
Kex.
Kex. Anyway, that's it really for news. I guess the only thing we have to talk about before we go is Brad.
Oh,
What is the date next Friday, Luke? I know I'm switching between people, but Luke,
What?
is-
Fourth.
Hi, Brad.
Hold
I
on.
don't know. What is the date next Friday?
The 4th
Look,
of
my
December.
What is happening on the 4th of December? Luke, what drops on the 4th of December?
Oh,
Big
Yes.
Big Mouth. Yeah.
Brad, are you going to go back and watch 2 seasons of Big Mouth?
probably not. 3 seasons, definitely not. I might try and watch the first season at least, but I want to watch Mandalorian and stuff.
If you watch the first season, you will probably watch all 3.
And I really want to watch Avatar because that's on Netflix now. The cartoon, not the film.
Rob's face is just look of disgust.
A film from 2009?
No. The cartoon, not the film. All 3 seasons of that are on Netflix now.
Well, Avatar?
Yeah.
The Last Airbender?
The Last Airbender, yeah.
Yeah.
Those aren't the ones you want to watch. You want to watch the Kira ones.
Korra.
The Legend of Korra.
Yeah, they are way better.
Yeah?
100%.
Yeah, I've heard they get
Anyway, yeah, I might try. I'll try and watch season 1.
But I guess, yeah, the Last Airbender ones are good as
To be
well.
fair,
You
I
haven't seen
think you
any
could
of them.
jump. I think you could jump straight into season 4 and it wouldn't matter.
Probably,
The Last
but I'd still
Airbender?
rather do it.
Yeah, just the last Airbender.
There's only 3
No, I'll
seasons,
do
so
it
it's
in
pretty
order.
hard to do.
No, I think you could do it. I think it'd be fine. I don't know if you.
What are
agree,
they?
Luke.
20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20 minutes. I think if you get on with it, because it's only like what 6.
You can do a season in a night.
Yeah, a Big Mouth. You finished what? How many episodes of Dark in a week? Can you
Yeah, I
finish
know.
3 seasons
Yeah.
of Dark in a week?
It's 3 episodes per an episode of Dark.
And they're like an hour long an episode.
Yeah. You have no excuse.
How many episodes are in each season?
Not that many,
8?
like 10? 8 or 10?
Oh, fuck me. Yeah, I'll give it a go then.
You'll want to. Once you watch the first season, you're like, I want to keep going. This is good.
Okay. So it's gonna be brutal. I'm gonna challenge. I'm gonna set a challenge before the 12th of December, not November, for you to catch up on Big Mouth and try and watch season 4.
The only issue with that is I want to finish The Witcher before Cyberpunk comes out.
Yeah, but you're never gonna finish it before.
But I think I'm on the last act now, I think, in the main story.
Yeah, you're at the
I've got a
last
few more quests to go.
100 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm up to like 55 hours, I think.
Rob, how far did you get on that game?
Oh, I played a bit for about an hour.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, it's a good game.
How much did you get back?
I don't think I got the refund in the end. I think I just ended up taking it. It's still in my Steam library.
Savage.
Is anybody else looking forward to Cyberpunk apart from me and Brad?
No.
Rob's like, I'm just gonna keep raiding. That's fine. Luke's like,
I
in
will
Russia.
probably play it eventually, but like I'm not like I don't know. It's the
Rob's already.
hype's worn off because they keep fucking delaying it.
Yeah. I don't know. I saw the latest gameplay they dropped for Xbox X.
I'm
Series
definitely not
X?
pre-ordering it. I'm just gonna wait and see if it gets good reviews. If it's like, this game is fucking amazing, you
Were you gonna
must
say-
play it, then I'll probably buy it.
I honestly thought you were gonna say I'm just gonna wait to see if it drops finally.
Well, yeah, I still don't think it's coming out on the 7th of September.
To say they've been releasing a lot of gameplay recently, yeah. And Brad's pretty happy on this PC because it's actually compatible at was it high
Yeah,
end? Or
I
something?
should pretty much be able to run it at like at least medium to high,
Yeah.
60 FPS. So that's good enough for me.
Quite a high freaking RAM usage, it's just like 12 gig as well. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope it's as good as they say. But apparently, like, people have been playing it for 175 hours and they've still got nowhere near the end. So
How are they playing it when it's not even out yet?
I think well, I think that was a dev, but people have probably got early access copies of it. And there's been like, I'm pretty sure IGN have played like 16 hours before it's even been released. They reckon it's about 8 hours before you get to the beginning of the game or something, from what I was reading. So yeah,
it's a long prologue.
Red Dead Redemption all over again. Here we go.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's more like what's that robot game with woman ginger hair?
Horizon
That's it. Yeah, that's got a long prelogue.
prologue.
Lots of prelogs. Anyway, moving on from that, Luke, what was the answer to this week's question?
Is it Sam Neill?
No.
No, because no.
Why?
So when you think of all the great Steven Spielberg movies that have been made over the years and how long he's been making movies for, the first person to win a Best Actor Oscar for starring in a Steven Spielberg movie was Daniel Day-Lewis in Lincoln, which came out in 2013.
Holy fuck, dude!
How many people have seen that film?
I
Not
haven't
me.
seen it.
No one's seen it.
I'm
haven't seen it.
astounded Liam Neeson didn't win one for Schindler's List. He's
Who
really fucking good in that.
Isn't
I wonder who won it that year. Because I think Schindler's List won Best Picture.
Yeah.
That's mad.
I know they've just put a mold of the shark from Jaws into the newly built Academy Hall of Fame or something like that, Oscars or something like that. Yeah, it's like they've used the last. I think they had what was like 4 sharks, 3 for production and 1 for like meet and greets on the time the film came out, and they
Meet
basically
and greets. That's hilarious.
Hi, Finn.
But I don't know.
Why is that so funny to me? I don't know why.
Yeah.
Here's the shark.
Have
Say hi.
we hit the right
Oh,
amount of
no,
time?
we're
Luke?
struggling to hit the hours.
Have we hit? Yeah, we're about an hour 5, something like that.
Cool. We can just have a general chat now.
General chat. Rob, what do you want to talk about?
What are we going to play after
He's
this?
opening Destiny as we speak.
What are we going to do after this?
The same thing you do every night. It's about time we're gonna raid. Let's go, boys.
I'm not reading tonight.
Anyway, we're gonna
It's
end the
not
podcast
scheduled.
there. Thank you very much for listening. I guess we're all gonna say cheers,
Cheers.
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 and we'll catch you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.